back to our final series of the show tonight. Wow. Little James Brown going on there. I was like, woo. We don't actually we don't know what we're going to be hearing after those breaks. So we're over here bopping around inside the studio here. Hey, we would like to give a shout out to Karen from Royal Oak, who was our fourth caller. Karen, we will be getting the information to Doug, and we'll be getting that information out to you to get your gifts. So thanks for calling in, and continue listening to the show. It's very much appreciated.
Well, now I got to find out what Karen does and if she is in the business. So we're going to have to find that all out. That's just something that I do. Every time I'm meeting somebody, I'm always going, so what is it that you do?
Yeah, just avoid give me your business card and buy something from me. Teach. You got to learn who people are and why you want to do business with them.
And be prepared to answer those questions. So what makes you unique? If I were to ask Doug or if I were to ask Al, myself, we need to be able to say that. What makes you unique? This week, or was it last week, we had a gentleman, Cliff Suttle, come in, and he gave us a whole unique view on that, and he was doing the anti-elevator pitch, and it was a very interesting way of doing that, and probably something that I need to put in my arsenal of answers and questions.
We always have to stay fresh, and we got to be listening. Don't get stuck in a routine of doing the same canned response every time somebody says something.
Because it always sounds canned, doesn't it?
It does, and it's painful.
Make it personal. Make it so people understand and want to know more.
Remember, think about this. Jerry and I are typically in front of about 250 people a week. And it's something where, I want to remember who you are. I want to know something. Give me something that's going to make me remember, so when I see you again or I hear you again, I have some clue who the heck you are. If it's just something where you're just passing by and I got a business card, guess what? I'm never going to talk to you.
So make yourself unique and be prepared to tell people why they need to do business with you. For doing business, Al and I are going to be in the studio next week. We've got a bunch of commercials to get recorded, to get this show set up. We've got very few spots left in December. We're now filling up spots in January. If you would like to get your commercial on the air, please get in touch with us. We'd love to get your commercial done. It's something that you can then put on your website, or I suppose you can get it on Facebook. I'm not that sharp on that stuff yet, but I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I know Kevin actually has his commercial that we did for him. I know that he has it on his website.
So,
and Facebook.
So utilize these things. These are all part of tools. We talked a couple of weeks ago about all of the tools that you can use. Do not be stuck with one tool. Go ahead and have a bunch of them at your disposal. This isn't the 1980s, 1990s anymore, and using Facebook and LinkedIn and having a commercial and the website are so critical to bringing business to your company.
Right. I mean, I think about it from the standpoint that in the last 2 years, I've built a network of over 15 million people. I've been published in 2 books. I'm on a radio show, and all of it, 100% of it, is due to networking.
And I have to tell you that Al pretty much is a nobody. So he has gone from a nobody to a somebody, and it amazes me. I've known Al for 25 years, and if we would have said, hey, Al, we're going to be writing books and being on the radio and speaking in front of groups that long ago, we would have laughed.
Absolutely. And it's a blessing, and I feel very fortunate that I get it, and it's something that I really feel a lot of passion to be able to teach it to other people, because this is the missing piece for so many people out there.
Well, that is what we can give to other people, and we certainly want to give. We want to help rebuild Southeast Michigan from the small business perspective up. I'm not really sure that we can count on the big corporations to do this for us anymore.
No, and I think that, I live in Sterling Heights, and they were applauding that the Sterling plant is coming back and there's going to be some jobs, but you're talking about a city of 150,000 people. Bringing 400 or 500 jobs back is great, but what's that doing for the big picture? And it's really, the heart and soul is really small business, and we have to help each other. We have to support each other, and we have to help each other grow.
And to learn about all of the tools. And if you're going to use radio, if you're going to use Facebook, if you're going to use Yellow Pages, there's also door-to-door and cold calling. And I know that you've been through the cold calling industry, Al.
Yeah, I smiled and dialed for 8 years in the 80s. And if you think that you're going to make a living doing that today, good luck. I would much rather be able to educate people that I know about what I do and let them do my selling for me.
You know, that is so very, very important. Again, talking about small business, if you would like to give us a call, 1-800-923-9385. We'll welcome your call. I want to thank the lady from Royal Oak who got her free $30 gift certificate, and thank Doug for being on here. Al, we're at Pet Peeves.
I love this segment. This is always kind of like my venting for the week here. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Have you got a pet peeve?
Well, unfortunately, I have far too many, but we're gonna talk about one today that's near and dear to my heart. My wife and I were at Great Lakes Crossing yesterday, and I saw probably no fewer than 50 young men walking around with their pants probably about 1.5 feet below their waistband.
That it would be a scary. Now, you didn't follow them around, I'm hoping.
No, I mean, they were walking so slow that you had to walk past them. But, you know, you're talking about guys that have to actually hang onto their pants so that they can walk. And so their legs look like they're about 9 inches tall. The crotch is at the knees. And then they're walking around like penguins. And apparently that must be a good look in some way. I don't know how.
Well, that is your pet peeve. They must have a real issue trying to run, I would think.
Running would be impossible. I think you just have to drop your pants and just...
I think they would fall right off.
Yeah, I think they would. I think they would.
You couldn't do that. And we've got, I guess my pet peeve, and certainly being around the holiday and holiday traffic and trying to get from one place to another, my pet peeve is sitting in the right-hand turn lane and the person in front of me won't make a right-hand turn on red. I'm not really sure what they're doing. Maybe I'm just in a hurry, but if you're going to go ahead and drive, please make your turn, because you're just frustrating me to death.
Yeah, that's a painful one, and it's one of those things where I think in some cases they put the no right hand turn on red. I think they put the signs far too far back, so I'm sitting there and I'm not sure if that sign says I can turn or I can't.
Did I say left turn? Maybe I meant right turn.
I think you said right.
Okay.
I heard right.
So when you're pulling up to the intersection alley, you're supposed to be engaged enough to be looking at the signs as you're going. So, and yes, I talk on my cell phone on the car. So I like that, but I have one of my sync systems, so I don't have to. It's just kind of conversational.
Well, and I've actually done the switch to BlackBerry or the Bluetooth, because I am in Troy a lot, and you know that it's illegal to do anything but drive in Troy now in your car. But that's actually my other pet peeve, is the people that walk around or even at bowling with their Bluetooth in their head. What is so important during a turn on the lane that you can't take the thing out of your ear?
Al, I think you've already segued into a second pet peeve, and I think we're only doing one per show. So people are just going to think you're a cranky old guy and that you just everything's aggravating you. But it's not true, is it?
No, it's not true at all. I'm probably the most optimistic person that's out there, and there's just a couple things that irritate me a little bit here and there.
Well, it's all a good thing. You know what? We are Jerry O and Al Crawford, Networking Squared, every Saturday at 11 o'clock. We love getting up in the morning and coming out and talking to you. If there's any way we can help you, please contact us on Facebook. If you've got a pet peeve, get on Facebook, Networking Squared, and let Al know what else bothers you. Got anything else, Al?
Yeah, I'd love to share that, because we can kind of banter back and forth about it. I love it.
All right.
But just get involved with us, guys. We want you to be a part of the show.
All right, we'll see you next Saturday. Thank you very, very much for being here. Man, the hour goes fast. Jerry O, Al Crawford, Networking Squared, rebuilding Southeast Michigan.
Happy Hanukkah.
Networking Squared is brought to you by the Crawford Connection and Local Business Network. Get connected with Jerry and Al. Visit localbusinessnetwork.com.